Okay, so I'm late to the table watching 24 Hours of Police Custody, but Craig France, let's talk about that. If you haven't seen the episode yet, you might not want to watch this video because you are going to know roughly what it's about. Um, so he obviously had intercourse with multiple people that were non-consenting, that were in a state of unconsciousness most of the time, filmed it. And what's frightening is that there were videos on his, like 4,000 videos on his phone, and they hadn't identified all of the victims at that point. How many of us as women haven't come forward and said that we think we may have been raped or whatever, but we couldn't quite remember it? Now, when I was 17, I was raped by 3 men in Cardiff, and they were all late 30s, 40s, and I never went to the police, ever. And the reason I didn't go to the police was because I was intoxicated at the time. So in my mind, they wouldn't believe me, and I would be told that there was like, basically, as time's gone on, I've just thought, what's the point? What is the point? I've got the name of the person, but what is the point in dragging it all up now? And that's the scary thing, is that I watched it and I was like, it brought back so many memories, because I remember being conscious but just lying there, and not physically able to move, even though I was conscious and I could see what was going on, um but I was a young girl, and I was bothering with people I shouldn't have bothered with. I was taking lots of things and drinking and all sorts, and I went back to a house party, and that's what happened. But obviously I didn't go back knowing that that was going to happen. But it's just so frightening, because there must be so many other people out there like that, that have just carried that, thinking they deserved it, or that they weren't really quite sure whether it was right or wrong, so they left it where it was. And the bottom line is, it's made me realise, like, after all these years of kind of just brushing it under the carpet, that it is wrong. Like, if there's no fucking two ways about it, it is wrong. And if you've got concerns, if you think that you've been raped, if you think that you have been taken advantage of in a situation like that, I think more of us need to speak up. Now, I'm never going to do anything about it because it was such a long time ago. But if this is something that's happened to you, and you're concerned, or you've got any doubt that, you might have been drugged, or you might have been not conscious for it, or whatever, you need to, address that, because it's you that's going to live with it. And I've kind of made my peace with my situation, but I shouldn't have had to, and if I knew what I know now, I think I probably would have, when I was younger, done something about it. But I think as women, we need to be more confident in our ability to go forward and talk about things. And it's the most horrific episode I've ever seen. The footage is horrific, and if you haven't got a strong stomach, I wouldn't recommend watching it. But he only got 5 years, basically. Well, he got 10, but he'll serve 5. And he only got done for one count of rape, even though there was like sufficient evidence to suggest that he had done it to multiple people. They said there were probably people that they're never going to find and trace down, which is horrific. But these predators, they think they can get away with it. They think that they can just go out, do what they want, abuse women, treat them like they want, and it's got to stop. It's, because I know it's not the norm and it's not happening all the time, but how many other people are there like that? That just think that they can do what they want. And if a woman's pissed up and whatever, it's fine. Just do what you want to her. She's unconscious. It's wrong on every level, guys, and we should never be okay with that in society.